What's up? Y'all like the fight tonight? Man, now that was a fight. It's been some great fights all night today. That's why I didn't even go. Every time they had all these fests in Chicago tonight, all my friends are there, and they like, man, where you at, Cino? Where you at? D Money, what's up? So, watching this fight, man, this was great. But man, I think this is probably this the only fight I got right. I didn't win no fight. My predictions was all up. What's up, D Money? Paul Bradley. Yeah, it was a lot of good fights tonight, and I was off. I thought I had the Joe Smith fight won in the first round. Joe Smith Jr. made a very big mistake. Once he got that knockdown, he started loading up on every shot and forgot that this guy has some boxing experience. And he was able to get through the power and dish out his own shot by countering. Every time Joe Smith Jr. went for that left, that sweeping left hook, he'll slip it, come under it, and counter it with a right hook. Every time. And that just got Joe Smith Jr. in trouble. And ever since the first round, he didn't win another round. And he systematically was getting broken down and hurt. And the inexperience showed up. His power couldn't get him through it. Now, in this fight here, the main event, you saw a display of boxing that's very, it's not like you seen, this fight was a one side for Berchelt rather. Now, here's the problem. Miura is older now. He still has that one punch power in that left hand. His left hand is still very strong. He hurt Berchelt a lot in this fight. As far as going to the body, he was hurting him downstairs. That's why Berchelt couldn't finish him. It was paying off downstairs. But the problem is, he's older. And the fights, even though he wasn't winning the rounds, Berchelt was taking it and winning, he was landing some punches. So even though he may have lost unanimously, he was in the fight. And Miura, he's just at the end of his rope. You know, the one's former great champion here at the weight class, but 130 is hot. You got Tank. Can you imagine Berchelt in there fighting Tank? Because you got Tank as a champion. You got Lomachenko as a champion. You got Berchelt as a champion. It's going down. Now, Tevin Farmer should be getting ready to fight for one of these belts. I would love to see Tevin Farmer fight either Berchelt, but they finna put Berchelt in there with Lomachenko, and that would be a war. That's a war. Yeah, Sullivan was slick. I mean, he figured out Joe Smith Jr. once he got caught. He got up and saved his career. He figured out, okay, this guy's only going to do one thing tonight. So, okay, I got him. First round towel throw. Cino Brown. I like that, Rudolph. It's the money, 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 money team. Everybody know what it means. Money, 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 money team. So, yeah, I mean, Sullivan Barrera looked huge. You know, and Joe Smith can crack. And once Joe Smith got caught, he was loading up shots because he kept getting countered. Because he was doing the same thing, telegraphing his punches. Because once he hurt him in that first round, that was it. True that. It was a lot of good fights today. Showbox was good yesterday. You can't complain. Well, Terrence Crawford is fighting Ndongo, and that's a great fight. Y'all just got to get caught up on what's going on out here. They finna unify the belts. Ndongo's got the only other title in the division. So when they unify the titles, it's going to all make sense. If you look at the scorecards on how they had it, look how they had it. One-sided for Berchelt. And one for Miura. And that was the 10. Now, I didn't have it like that. I had it maybe 2 rounds for Miura, but he was in the fight. It wasn't like he was out there just getting embarrassed. He was out there fighting hard. He just, it's hard out there. It's a fight. You know, you hitting the guy with punches that normally finish you. And the age factor caught up to him. Because he took some hard shots. He just, at his age, he's been in a lot of wars, dude. Oh, my War of the Planet of the Apes. War for the Planet of the Apes, rather. Money team. Mayweather's team would throw the towel in the first round. For what? Money, 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 money team. Everybody know what it means. So, anyway, shouts out to everybody who watching it out there and saw these fights. We ain't gonna have the chat room all lit up as we normally do because it's boxing and they be, ew, boxing. What are you doing talking boxing? If Conor McGregor wins, it is the biggest win, and it deletes Floyd Mayweather's entire boxing career. Period. It's deleted. Brother, it's deleted. When I tell you it's deleted, it's deleted. Floyd's entire career is deleted if he loses to Conor McGregor. Deleted. Anybody else who think otherwise, his 49-0 and all the records, to his reign and dominance in the sport, it's deleted if he loses to Conor McGregor. All of it. They already don't want to give him the credit he deserves. He loses to an MMA fighter in his first boxing match? Are you kidding me? No way. Delete it. He would be the talk every week. He would lead the show off on ESPN for 3 years straight. Even though it was 3 years ago to the day, we'll never forget when Floyd Mayweather risked his whole career, came back for the 50th victory and was beaten by an MMA fighter. They will never let him live that down. You think Floyd don't know that? Floyd is very aware of what they want to do and what they're going to try to do. And you know what Floyd gonna do? Prevail. Because that's what he does. That is what he do. Floyd prevails. Floyd's not upset. I mean, he's not afraid of the challenge. He knows what he's made of. He knows he's great. He knows he's a God-gifted athlete. He knows it. So when you got that sense of knowing what you are and who you are, you're not worried about nothing. Cashing out 50-0, that's it. Well, that's because that's ESPN's agenda. Because they have a partnership with HBO. So because they have a partnership with HBO, I got a stage 5 clinger. Oh, well, he already did. See, I was there when HBO did that to Floyd Mayweather. Because HBO did a deal. And see, here's the thing. HBO came with a massive contract to keep Floyd. No, that was this class 5 this class 5 stalker I got, who interrupted my stream, sending me a video text message. Go to bed. Roy Jones never lost his fight to an MMA fighter, dude. Mike Tyson didn't lose to an MMA fighter. Okay? They lost to boxers. This isn't just Floyd losing in a title fight or something. You know, like them. He lost to Antonio Tarver. You know what I'm saying? This is to a MMA fighter who has no professional boxing fights at all. And he's coming into boxing. He's coming into boxing. And here we go. It's not about one loss, Julian. It's who you lose to. You lose to a... Tyson lost to Buster Douglas. But Buster Douglas was a boxer who had a career. You know what I'm saying? He was a boxer who had a career. Tyson beat himself that fight because he just thought the fight was easy and didn't really train for it. But any other loss in boxing will not compare to a loss to Conor McGregor, a MMA fighter coming into boxing in his first profession. He is not even supposed to be in this fight. Do you understand? They are breaking every boxing law in the book by putting him in this fight. Do you understand that? He has no professional fights whatsoever. He's not even supposed to be licensed to fight a Floyd Mayweather. They put these provisions in place to protect younger fighters. You would not put a person who never had a boxing fight in the ring with somebody like the best fighter in the galaxy. So if he loses, the pressure is all on Floyd. That's why they have 6-rounders to start them off. You start off with a 4-round fight, 6-rounders, 8-rounders. You move up before you even put in these situations. Because they got to protect you. You might not be skilled enough to be in there with a master boxer. And he might hurt you. See, this is what the Nevada State Athletic Committee was worried about. Conor McGregor doing something that the commissions would be like, see, you guys approve this. And then they're under hot water and scrutiny because he gets hurt being in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. So if he hurts McGregor in this fight, like really bad, they might stop that quick. Because this is not what they want. Oh, no. The UFC is setting Conor McGregor up. I already know what's happening for Conor. I've been told y'all from the beginning that's how this fight's going. None of these ESPNs, Fox Sports 1s, all these people are going to tell you the truth. Conor McGregor got the fight because he had to go back and do one more fight with the UFC. Zufas are part of this too. They're taking money too. That's why they got the Zuffa boxing. They got their imprint on this so they can get some of Conor's money too. So it's not just Dana. The Zufas are getting that money too. The Furtadas or whatever they are. Well, they're trying not to have they feel that Kenny Bayless is the worst referee. Like the referee is gonna make the difference. The commissions will decide who's gonna ref the fight. But they trying to get Bayless removed because Bayless didn't like the fight to begin with. He just thought the fight was a joke. So they was like, see, he's not going to be fair. Dana White's like, I want some judges who's experienced with MMA and who's experienced with boxing. I'd be like, why would you want that, Dana White? They're not fighting in MMA. So what he's done in the MMA is not going to matter in a boxing ring. So who cares about those judges? But here's the situation right now. And you guys get to hear it again here first because you live on the chat with me live. Here's the situation. This is what's going to happen. He shouldn't even have a say. He doesn't. Dana White runs his mouth. He was not involved in negotiations at all because he's no longer in control of the UFC. He's the acting president, which means that he's just got a percentage. He's the face. He goes out there and talks. He's only involved because he manages Conor McGregor. He has a managerial contract with Conor McGregor. That's the only reason he's even attached to this thing. But he's the face of it. They're going to phase him out when they go into a new transition once his contract expires. Unless they decide to keep Dana White on. Now, here's the situation, though. The UFC has set Conor up. They finna milk him dry for doing this. They are going to make his first fight, his very next fight, in December 30th. He's going to fight Khabib in Russia. And goodbye, Conor McGregor. Because Khabib is going to beat the living you-know-what out of Conor McGregor. Oh, it's going down. And it will happen that way. Khabib's going to beat the brakes off him. He's going to defend that belt against Khabib. And Khabib is going to take him to the ground and beat the living hell out of him. Wait till he get beat by Mayweather. He's gonna run back to the UFC. His mind is concerned on the dollar signs. He's seeing dollars. He's thinking McGregor promotions. He's not thinking about the actual winning of the fight and getting himself prepared. He's thinking about the promotions, the setup. Floyd know how to do all that and go right to fighting. You got to be ready. I don't know. Is anybody else having trouble with the stream? The stream coming in fine over here. I don't think nobody's having a problem at all. Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to do old man Braun when he ain't doing nothing. We know he old man Braun. See, I don't mind having this many people in the live chat because these are the people that actually watch it. They're not trolls. They're here because they want to know about boxing and the situations, what's going on. Conor McGregor is a threat to Floyd Mayweather. Don't ever think he isn't. Everybody like, oh, you trying to sell the fight? No. I've told you before, and I said 1,000,001 times. I'm basing it off Floyd Mayweather's conditioning. And it's taking him a lot harder to get back to the point where he was before. It's like when you're young, you fall down, you jump back up, and you don't think nothing of it. The older you get, you fall down, you get more concerned because you know your body isn't the same no more. McGregor is a 4-1 underdog to Floyd Mayweather. Adrian Broner is a bigger underdog with Mikey Garcia. Floyd knows what his body is telling him. His body been telling him for a while. If you watch Floyd Mayweather fights, you will see the difference. He has not been the same fighter since he fought Madonna the first fight. And after the end of the second fight with Madonna, he tells you, he was like, I was a little flat tonight. I wasn't right. You know, I won, but I was flat. And it showed. Against Pacquiao, he wasn't all the way there. You know, he was still a little flat. Floyd still got enough to beat these guys. Because he's so... What do you mean you will just watch Power? Is it on demand already? Or did you just go to the app? Did you go to the Stars app or you went to on demand? Because it ain't on my on demand. I got on demand and it ain't showing on demand. Pay your bill. I did. It ain't no new power on here. That's why I said you probably talking about the Stars app. There you go, Stars app. Okay, that's different from the on demand. Those are two different things. But let's get back to talking about the boxing right now. So the situation is Top Rank is coming out with an app that's going to be distributed through ESPN. You're going to be able to watch all the fights on the go from the app. It's going to be a Top Rank ESPN app. Same way you go to ESPN and click their little app, you're going to have a Top Rank app. Be able to click that and watch all the fights on the go. That's the Pacquiao fight. You're going to be able to watch that. Terrence Crawford fight. ESPN is going to be the one to break the news. But I'm broke it to you first, so. Ha ha! Vernon, I have done 2 reviews on this. It's on my Screen Fiend YouTube account. I did a live chat over there. Make sure you follow that page as well. That's 2 words, Screen and Fiend. I just did one, the last video I did, I think one of them before I saw the worst movie ever made. Definitely the worst movie of 2017. The rematch is going to be in Australia. Pacquiao can't get out of it unless he retires. If he comes back, he's got to fight the same guy again. He can't get around it. Screen Fiend. Yep, that's it. Yep. Oh, Berchelt? Absolutely. He's something else, but he's got to learn. You cannot let these guys go to your body like that. His body was getting torn up. Oh my goodness. He's good physically, but when he breaks down, them body shots will break you down quicker. And if you fight a guy to give you angles like Lomachenko, you're going to be in trouble. Straight up. Oh yeah, I did a Spider-Man review, I did the spoiler review, and I did the regular review over there. I would love to see Berchelt fight Tank. Now, if he fought Tank, that'd be a good fight. They both got the belts. Let them go for it. Well, see, the thing is, Tank was always a problem. The only thing about Tank, though, is the fact that Tank depends on his power so much. He neglects a lot of his boxing ability, and he punches himself out sometimes. This was a crazy fight. Y'all remember this? I don't remember. I remember watching this. This was a crazy fight. Both guys was going at it, throwing blows. People getting knocked down, headbutts. The dude, the blonde hair, as wild as I could be. The Corrales, man, it was headbutt city. He cut my man with 2 headbutts. Oscar Valdez versus Tank. It's a hard to say. Tank is too big for the weight class. He probably got 2 more fights ahead of him. And that's what I think. About 2 more fights at this weight class, and he's gonna have to move up. He's too big. His weight, he's having trouble making the weight. And it's gonna affect him when he's in there with a stronger guy. That's the fight I want to see. Tevin Farmer should be fighting nobody but Tank. That's got to happen. You know, Floyd and them don't want to make that fight. They putting Salido in there, and it's looking like Salido might not make the fight. And he was like, look, if he pulls out, I could come in. Now, he was supposed to fight Berchelt, Farmer, but the negotiations fell apart, and that was that. Canelo versus Triple G is going to come down to the weigh-in. That's going to come down to the weigh-in, but I got that fight as a draw. The story of OJ ain't whack. That's one of the best songs he got on the album. That was the first song to really jump off to me on the album after first listen. Bam reminds me of Belly. Bong 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 ding dong ding dong 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 be dong 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 dong. But the best beat on there is definitely I Apologize, which got turned into to 444. And Jay-Z loved Alive. My gosh, this dude. When I was writing that song, I woke up in the middle of my sleep. It was 4:44 on the alarm clock. I'm like, what a liar! Who writes these lies for this dude? My goodness. Can't you just tell the truth once in your natural born lying self? My goodness. My goodness. Dude, just tell the truth. Stop lying. That's nuts. Did you hear that? Did any of y'all hear them say that? No, and why couldn't he just say, yeah, I woke up at 4:44? And when I wrote the song. What's the truth? The truth is this. His birthday is December the 4th. Beyonce was born on the 4th. They got married on the 4th. They both got the number 4 tattooed on their ring finger. That's why he named it 444. It had nothing to do with no doggone alarm clock. He knows it, and that's that. They've always cherished the number 4. That's why they got married on the 4th. He's just a complete liar. This dude don't know. He's so stuck in his celebrity, he can't just stop lying. This dude straight up lied talking about some, I never told them to. What would I look like telling BET that, you know, don't let Chris Brown perform? That's exactly what you told them to do. Nah, I don't like weed. I don't smoke it. I mean, other people I know, they smoke it. That's fine for them. Not for me. I've seen what it do to people. And see, that's what gets me. People who smoke weed, they never seem to understand that the people who don't smoke it, we see the effects of it. We like, dog. Before you used to smoke weed, yeah, you used to be like, hey, man, watch that. Don't drop that on my floor. Vacuuming, cleaning the house up. Yo, man, making sure your fade was nice. Nah, you don't care. You just grab your clothes out of the dirty hamper, throw it on, and be like, the paper all on the floor. Oh, man, just leave that there, man. I'll get that later, bro. Yeah. Now you got people who can function and smoke. Like my buddy, he smoked weed like a cigarette. I mean, he just don't even realize it's illegal. He be joint out the window. I was like, he drove past me. He got his hand out the window. He holding a blunt. That's why he driving. What's up, fam? I'm like, wow. And no, this was before they came out with the medical stuff. Like, yeah, you need a medical passport. You gotta have glaucoma. He just totally hood. Completely hood with it. This is somebody who stole his car back out of the impound. You know how they impound your car? And he went over there, just popped the fence and took his car back. Straight up. Climbed the fence and took his car back. Yeah, a lot of people think they functional though, but they don't know that's a gateway to everything else. And then that's where they problems be. The weed be like, man, I'm broke. You can't never do nothing. But you always got money for the weed, man. Man, I can't, yep, but the weed man come first. Weed man go get paid. The bill might be late. Then they wonder why they credit bad. The credit is bad because you wasn't paying the bill. You was too high. And I'm like, look, I was like, I don't want to be buzzed. I don't need to be buzzed. I'm on a natural high. Winning some money makes me feel like, yeah, great. I don't need to have that. It was like, man, feel like you flying. I'm like, feel like I'm flying. I don't want to. Yeah, you get the munchies, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You might get a little headache, though. I'm like, a headache? I don't want no headache. No, see, here's the thing about me is I only drink 2 beers. I don't drink shots. I don't drink liquor. That's it. I'm a lightweight. I mostly go out to socialize. And like last time, I ran into my buddy up there. Right now, the heavyweight division is probably a lot better off it's been in a long time. But boxing has changed. You don't really need a heavyweight division because most of the heavyweights are not boxing no more. See, back in the days where the Ali and all those days, boxing was like the highest paying sport. NFL and NBA, they didn't pay like that. So all the guys who was coming out, they were going to the boxing gyms. They was like, man, let's do that. Once the NBA in the 80s started to get endorsements and things like that, and all these people started getting all these network contracts, and boxing got cocky and took the fight off of regular television and went to cable. Like, we gonna forget y'all, we need cable. So they had open spots, and that's when the NBA and NFL came up. And they got all that endorsement money. Now you being endorsed. Now you on TV for free. Now boxing realized the mistake, and now they trying to go back to television. Because that's where the money's at. But now NFL and NBA got that on wrap. So now they making all the money. So if you 270 pounds or 230, you ain't trying to go to no heavyweight division. You going to the NBA. Or you going to the NFL. Why would you spend your life getting punched on? So all the people that you see that's heavyweights now, and that's in the boxing game now, these are people who are ex-football players who blew out their knee, and it's the only thing they got left. You seen people that then couldn't make it on the basketball team now, couldn't go pro, so here they are. You look at Deontay Wilder, same thing with him. Football wasn't gonna make it, basketball wasn't gonna make it. Let's put him in the ring. And that's what happened to the heavyweight division. That's why all these Russian guys who wasn't going to go to the NBA anyway, like the Klitschko's, that's why they reigned for so long, because wasn't nobody there really for them to beat. It's very rare to have a heavyweight who trained as a heavyweight and boxing was his only way out. Yeah, heavyweight boxing is looking better now because you got some guys saying, hey, I can make some quick money in boxing. So I can go to heavyweight and make some quick money. So a lot of these bigger guys who know they ain't got a shot to go to the NBA or the NFL, they trying to learn how to box. So all of these other guys from the lighter weights are moving up, like cruiserweights. Those are supposed to be your heavyweights. To me, there was no no Trinidad De La Hoya controversy. De La Hoya didn't win all the 6 rounds that HBO was giving him. He definitely didn't win the 2nd round. Then he didn't win round 4. So if you didn't win rounds 2 and 4 out of the first 6 rounds, you win 4-2. Okay, so you up 4 rounds to 2. Trinidad swept rounds 9, 10, 11, and 12. So if Trinidad wins rounds 9, 10, 11, and 12, let me see, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus those 2 rounds, that's 6 rounds. If another judge saw another round like the first round, could have went either way. Nothing really happened. But the only thing that was dramatic that happened in the fight is that Oscar De La Hoya didn't fight. So if Oscar De La Hoya was running away, and I'm like, if you're going to run away, you basically giving away the fight. Because the judge is going to look at it, as long as this fight is going, this guy that's coming forward throwing the punches is trying to make the fight. How they going to get a fight to you? You not even trying to punch. De La Hoya got caught in the 10th round with a straight right. And it got his attention. He got on his bike and said, I ain't finna get knocked out to Trinidad. No way. Oh, yeah. He said I look like Trinidad. A lot of people think that. I knocked up, not knocked up, but knocked off a lot of Puerto Rican chicks when they saw me standing up there with Tito. I was standing up there in the middle of the Puerto Rican parade with Felix Trinidad side by side. Oh, yeah. It was Viva Puerto Rico! They used to call me Tito. Tito! Yeah, Diddy is just, that's just Diddy. Yeah, they told me Tito means like little Tito. Now, at the time, F. Gary Gray, Floyd Mayweather, and Diddy, they were in there talking. They were discussing like producing a film for F. Gary Gray. I forgot which movie it was, but they ended up not even doing it. Like the project didn't jump off. Somebody said you don't look it like Felix Trinidad. I've heard that too. But the brothers was over there calling me Trinidad. Like I tell you, that dude was sitting there with his girl up there. I'm down there on the boxing floor, and he over there telling his girl, "That's Trinidad right there." I'm like, "What? No, I ain't no Trinidad. Trinidad, what's up?" I'm like, "Hey man," then next thing you know, he down on the floor with the girl, the same dude. "Hey Trinidad, my girl want to take a picture with you." "Man, I'm not Trinidad." "Oh, come on, don't do that to me, Trinidad." I'm like, "All right, have her come on over here." Took the picture and everything. I'm like, when he get to work and he start telling people, "Yeah, my girl took a picture with Trinidad," two people might say, "Oh, that's what's up." There's somebody who's gonna be like, "Man, that ain't no damn Felix Trinidad." Trinidad tried to say he wasn't Trinidad. No, it was it wasn't a movie about a Diddy. F. Gary Gray was producing a film. He had a movie that he was trying to get funded. And they were in there talking about having him direct it and everything. They was investors. Floyd, 50, and Diddy was going to invest into the film. Like, there's a lot of people who secretly invest in films. Like Jay-Z and Kanye West, they were investors for the Chris Rock movie, Top 5. They invested some of the money to put up for the fight. I mean, for the movie. You know, they're like silent investors. Like Oprah, Winfrey, Michael Jordan, people like that. They were silent investors on the Malcolm X film. Because Spike Lee needed more money. Because he's like, "Man, they want me to just wrap the film up. And that's not going to happen. I need more money and the studio won't give it to me." So Michael Jordan and Oprah Winfrey both went in. Yeah, people in the circles know. People who know how it works. You know, I got an EP credit in the film. I remember I showed y'all the contract and everything. I'll watch Power when it's time to watch Power. I'll go right to the app and check it out. I just wanted to spend time talking with y'all again. That's why I fight for my live chats, man. I'll be like, "Man, look, I'm talking to the fans. These are the people that come on the page and show love and watch the videos I make. I want to be able to talk to them. What's wrong with that?" I'm going to hit them up like my man Chuck Strange. "You a hater, B." He used to drop that line. "Man, you a hater, B." he would get to that point where it'd be no more conversations. He'll be arguing back and forth. And then he'll just stop and be like, You a hater, B. I'm on demand and I don't see it on demand. All right, let me hit it right here. Power on demand. Here we go. Look at that. It's not on demand. Not on my demand. This is on demand. Season 4. Do you see that episode up there? No. It is not up there. Need that hot box. I'll just go to the app. Money, 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 money team. What's his name? T.I. Mike Epps got a movie coming out called The Trap. They filming that. Well, this should be wrapped by now. Or they finna wrap it right now. But they doing a film called The Trap. Now, I was asked to be an investor in that film called The Trap. Go to regular stars on demand. Let me see this. Okay, that's last week's. That was the third week. Where's the next one? Okay, that one only got 3. I went to the series. It's not on demand yet. I'm just going to get the app and go from there. I know. That's why they've been screwing up the demand on demand this year. Because they doing the app thing. Everybody's moving to apps. Everything's going to be apps. Tried to tell people that. Get your investment money in and invest in apps. All that Fire Stick stuff. I knew this 18 years ago. 18 years ago. There was one man. One. Well, I won't say 18. No, I won't say it was that far. 15 years ago. This is when HD DVDs, remember HD DVDs was coming out? They went out of business. HD DVDs. I was trying to tell people not to buy it when it was out. I said, do not buy HD DVDs. Blu-rays will put that out of business. Blu-ray started coming out, and when Blu-ray came out and was putting HD DVDs out of business, I was like, they're not going to really make standard DVDs anymore. And I told him that, and then I heard from the master, the richest man in the world, Bill Gates. He did an interview. No, I didn't have YouTube back then. I used to read. I read an interview with Bill Gates. And when Bill Gates was talking, and he could not believe the world was still using disc. He grabbed a disc and said, we're still using discs? He hadn't used discs in years. Years. And this was like early 2000s. And I'm reading this. He's like, in my television at home, why would we still be using disc? We're so far ahead of disc. Why are we still using it? I don't even understand. It's just to take people's money. Because I'm like, then they were like, if you don't use disc, what do you use? He takes out a microchip, one little chip that we use now for like flash drive. He had that then. It was a chip that he puts inside his television. And he says, I got over 2,000 movies on one microchip. I could put over 2,000, 5,000. I have so much space that I could use just off one chip. Why do I... And on my TV, I could just scroll and pick which movie I want to watch. Why are we still using disc? It's limited. I fell out right then and there and said, oh my God. There's a microchip that does this? I was totally oblivious to all of it. And what did they do? Is they already have this technology. And what they do is they still sell you the trash. They're not going to give you the disc that you can put everything on right away. You're going to have to buy all those terabytes and get all that to put on your TV. Now, every TV can put a Fire Stick in it. Almost every TV that come out, they have a port where you can insert and put a disc in there. When I was telling people Bill Gates already had this in his home where he could put thousands of movies on there, people said I was the biggest liar on earth. Yep, now we got USB ports. And this is way before USB ports and all that stuff was even thought of or was even out. They already had this technology. He had it in his house on his television. Now, you can't tell me a house that don't have a TV with a USB port. That was the worst investment ever. Don't ever get a TV with a VCR attached, built into it. Because once that VCR go, the TV going with it. Those were the worst inventions ever. This dude said, why don't I get in porn? His girlfriend thinks I'm sexy. Oh, see, I'm a guy with story, and porn just don't have any stories in it. I'll be more interested in the story, because it's just hilarious. My cable's out, and I don't know what to do. I'll show you what to do. Who are you? I'm the cable guy. What's your name? Ben. Ben who? Bend over. and then here comes that cheap music. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow. That's that 70s style. Oh, that's good. They didn't took all that out now. All that stuff today now is over. I mean, as soon as you probably click on it, they already in the sex scene. You don't even go, no build up, no. How did you meet her? They don't even make it realistic like this stuff can happen to you. People be sleeping with each other right outside on the street. Hey, how you doing? Hey, grabbing up by the breast, and next thing you know, they going at it. I'm like, that ain't ever gonna happen. Is Berchelt ready for Lomo? To a degree, yeah. He's physically ready. He can take a pounding, but the body punching, if Lomo watched this fight here, he seen all them body punches, and that was it. The body punches, man. Miura was hitting him in the body, and it was hurting. So if Lomo see that, he gonna use angles, so he's not gonna get hit as much as Miura. He's gonna be moving and just target practice on them spots. Bang, bang, bang. Once that round start hitting 7, 8, 9. I'm worried about that fight because all the people that's invested in there. I mean, this is a multi-million-dollar fight. This thing's going to do over 5 million pay-per-view buys. Guaranteed. Nobody's missing this fight. Yeah, I had to give credit to Marcus Brown. I thought he would be knocked out. But he knocked out, oh my God, man, in 4 rounds. So, I had to eat crow on that one. If they put this thing at a movie theater, I'll be right there. Ain't no way I'm missing this fight. I'm just not going to it. If you go on StubHub right now, look at the ticket prices. The cheapest one you can get right now is what, 36? And then the highest one they got right now is 23,000 with subject to go up higher. How could this kill boxing and MMA? You got Canelo and Triple G happening right after that. You got great boxing fights on there. It's just a boxing fight. How's it killing it? I don't understand. That don't even make sense. You sound like a crazy announcer on a sports show. Don't get caught up in the stuff they saying. This is killing the sport. It'd be like, how? Sport's never been better. We've been seeing nothing but great fights. We just had a great weekend of fights. Somebody said they want to put me and DJ Academic on the undercard of Mayweather and McGregor. Go on and do it. I'm down. Ask him and see what he say. If he say he wants to do it, then I'm down. I'd rather fight Meek Mill, though. Ash Dog, you must don't be on here enough. People have said that 1,000 times. Who was messing with JJ Fad? It was besides Dre. It probably was. I wouldn't say Doc, but it could have been, man. I mean, that's like everybody was hoeing around back then. I don't know. I can't find where she said it. So that's why I had to ignore that whole just the mess thing. That's why I apologized on there. I shouldn't have just went. I just I was live already, so I just responded. But I never found nothing in what she said. I'm like, send it to me. Send it to me. What she said. Somebody send it to me. Nobody could send it to me. So I said, she probably didn't say it. And that's why I apologized for it. Like right at the end, I'm like, you know what? If she didn't say this, I apologize. Because I'm live right now. I'm not even at home. And when I was doing that live, I was outside, right outside the movie theater. So I'm like, man, they just hit me with that as I'm going live. Okay, this Ash Dog guy, he just wants some attention. That's why you didn't hear another JJ Fad album. Dr. Dre didn't want to work with him no more. He was done with it. He didn't want nothing to do with JJ Fad no more. I'm trying to think. Was Cube messing with one of them? Could have. I mean, could have. See, Cube didn't have a lot of chicks. Cube would like girls, but didn't have no game. He didn't know how to. Cube he was like a girl be digging him. He had to basically get on the homeboy's girl. His homeboy got a girl and she got a friend. Cube would get on the friend, and he was one of those. Now the girl he always liked, she played him. She suckered Cube in, lured him in, and now she been with Cube ever since like 88, 89. Now he married. Why you think him and his cousin don't talk? Everybody keep asking me, man, you gotta do that one. Talk about what happened with him and his cousin. Why his cousin ain't there? Why Mac 10 ain't there? His wife. His wife runs all his businesses. Have you noticed? Ice Cube claimed he was being robbed. I told y'all the truth. I was like, dog, it's priority. They're doing that. They was causing that division. They the one that wanted him to get an individual contract. They didn't want him to do it through Ruthless. Come straight to priority so we can get all your money. Once Cube learned the game, he was like, oh, y'all just pimping me too. Y'all just wanted me to get out of that situation so y'all can just pimp me y'allself. That's right. Now we pimping all y'all. That's what what's his name used to do and made a lot of money doing it too. Premier, DJ Premier. He was doing music for all the porno. But Easy E was that dude for real. So did any of y'all watch the Defiant ones? I think they on part one. I told you this is gonna raise a lot of eyebrows when this is over. Why would I be fighting Tiffy Bay? Why would I be wanting to fight Tiffy Beefy? For what? Meek is the one that got the issue. Put Meek and Safari on the undercard. I'm just saying, if Safari don't want to do it, I'll go in there and fight Meek. I don't know how Daz did that. Jimmy Iovine didn't lie. I've been told y'all they the ones that did. Who he said? Tell me, who did Daz say paid it? Did he say Suge Knight paid $1 million? What did he say? Oh, I'll beat McGregor and Meek Mill in the same night. All it's going to take is one punch and Meek going down. So I still have a lot left for Conor McGregor. So, listen. Let's talk about what did Dad... Dad said Suge got the money from Jimmy. But it was owed to him anyway. What does that mean? Did Death Row write it off on their books? No. I'm quite sure that Interscope wrote the $1 million and 1.4 off their books. I know exactly what happened. I'm the one that told you Suge never bailed him out of jail. Suge wasn't going to put up that kind of money. Suge made sure that they put up that kind of money to get Tupac over there. See, the reason why is Tupac was still on Interscope. They weren't finna do anything with Tupac because they was too scared to move him anyway and do something with him because the rape trial. So after all this, they was too scared to do stuff with Tupac. So Ted Fields had no problem with Interscope and all of them doing that and doing the record deals. They had no problems with taking Tupac Shakur and moving him on to Death Row and letting Suge Knight promote him. So they put up the money. Suge went up there and got him. The money was for that. I don't know what Daz he wasn't even involved in nothing financial. Daz wasn't involved. Daz was like 16, 17, wasn't even getting paid. He was getting screwed out of his producing rights. He had to go back and fight to get his money. So what does he know? He was too busy getting screwed. Eazy-E was telling him live on the phone, how much money are you getting, Daz? Have you ever made $1 million? You talking to somebody that's making like $1 million a month. He didn't say nothing when his wife cost him many millions of dollars. His wife cost him like 20, 30, 40, 50, probably 40-something million when she returned those reels back to Death Row. She took them reels and brought them reels back to Death Row. Dad stole all the Tupac music that he had done with Tupac. Death Row wanted all the reels. Reggie wanted them all. He gave Reggie some blanks and walked out of there with the real ones. And they was finna take him out when he left. And Dad's girl, who still has some ties with Suge, and everybody said Suge was boning her and all that stuff, man, she went and took those reels back to Suge Knight for some money. He gave Reggie them fake reels, so they was finna kill him. And he had all those Tupac. He had all those Tupac songs on there that he did. And that's when he was like, I'm gonna be dropping Machiavelli and Dillinger albums. Yeah, that's what's going on. We're gonna drop them Machiavelli and Dillingers. You see any Machiavelli and Dillinger albums come out? The only songs he got is the few that he got on them reels. His girl screwed him out at least $40 to $50 million. Not to mention just executive producer credits for all those songs. They took all them songs, Suge got all them back, and ended up giving them to, they had to cut a deal with Afeni. And you've been hearing all of those songs come out with different beats throughout the years on all these albums. His girl screwed him because everybody said she was sleeping with Suge anyway. And that's why he ended up divorcing him, because he was like, they were like, man, that kid ain't yours, it's Suge Knight's. Dad's head been messed up ever since. He ended up leaving Death Row because he's mad talking about some they owed him money. No, they wanted you to be the producer. Dad's part was when he was over there, he was in charge of the music because everybody else had shook the spot. His album came out and flopped. They were not finna give him no more money to put out any more records or anything else. And I liked his album with Oh No. They want us, they like, look, man, we'll put you out with the Dog Pound, but we not finna put you out as a single artist. Death Row ain't finna put no more money behind that. And he was mad. He didn't like that. Man, what you mean? Man, my songs is dope. They like, dog, you're not a solo artist. And that's what he was mad about. That's why he wanted to leave. They had nothing to do with no money. See, Daz ain't gonna tell you about that. That was my song. Oh no, tripping on you the way I feel tonight. So you better back you good. Oh no. Next time you got a live chat, ask Daz what's up. Be like, Daz, man, what's up with Suge, hitting your baby mama and your wife? What's up with that? What happened with that? Why she take them reels and take them back to Death Row? What happened with that? And the real reason you left Death Row was because they didn't want to put your music out no more. As a solo artist. They wanted you to just produce. And you was mad. Yeah, I heard about them being arrested. You know, it was a matter of time. Woo, Swiss Beats versus Timberland. I just don't know how he gonna beat Timberland. Swiss got some monsters though. Swiss got some monsters. But to me, Swiss couldn't beat Just Blaze. Just Blaze got way more heat. Swiss got some monsters though. But Just Blaze got some, man. Could I beat Cassidy in a rap battle? It would be hard. It would be very hard. I would have to be, you got to be in a mode to battle rap. Like, you got to really be in that groove where you've been battling for a while. Once you're not out of there and you doing other stuff, that's something you can't, like, take a nap from or take a break from. But my style of rap is battle rap. So I would have a lot of good punchlines in there. But Cass is like, dude, that's like next level. That's next level. That's like Papoose, Cass, guys like that, you know, that's brutal. Like Murder Mook, like most of these guys who battle rap, sometimes they can't make songs. Like Murder Mook, on a song. I couldn't think of a song I could buy that got Murder Mook on it. He's just made for battle rap. But let me go catch up on Power. I'm going to hit y'all back tomorrow when I'm explaining y'all why 50 Cent is better than Jay-Z. I'm out. Money, 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 money.